My brothers and sisters, what is going on? This is Steel Sermon in the house Tuesday morning with another video for you guys. As always, do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. The link is posted in the box down below. So, getting back into the swing of things here as Steelers off season is here. I am going to be talking Pirates baseball and Pens hockey heavily now with giving updates and just general thoughts about the Steelers as the offseason progresses. But going to talk a little Pirates baseball in this one as we are approaching spring training quicker than you might think, even though it's early January, and pitchers and catchers reporting will be here before you know it. But in this video, I'm going to be talking about a really high profile prospect in the Pittsburgh Pirates farm system in Endy Rodriguez. So, a little bit of a breakdown for him before I start. 22 years old, 6 foot tall, 170 pounds. So, he has a really good structure and for a baseball player, mainly for being a catcher, which he predominantly plays down in the minors, and which is what we are going to bring him up as, more likely than not, I imagine, to help complement Henry Davis. But yeah, he's also very young. He has a really good future ahead of him, and at most, I anticipate him to be in the farm for about a year or two more. But getting on to him, he's a switch hitter, which is something that we have really seen a lot of with this team lately. You got guys like Rodolfo Castro, being a sensational switch hitter. And now we add another one to the lineup with Endy Rodriguez, who's a switch hitter. He's got great advanced feel for contact. So down in the minors, something that was really concerning, really not concerning with him, but a question for him was like, how is he going to be able to hit for both power and contact? Well, he's gotten a better feel for it with adjusting his swing, choking up on it, and really just elevating himself to just focusing on getting on base more. He's, like I said, he's a very good athlete as well. He's played first base a little bit down in the minors, and I think, as I said, he's going to complement Henry Davis real well, and I think he's going to get a little bit of playing time at first base. So pretty much a utility player is what we're going to bring him up as. Obviously, great catching and throwing skills as well. He's got a great arm, and I really think that the sky's the limit for us. We got him in that trade that involved with the New York Mets a couple years ago in the offseason. He's currently our number 6 prospect in the farm, and he's currently our second-rated catching prospect in the farm. 97th overall in the entire league. So for this guy to be a top 100 prospect in the entire league, I think that definitely speaks volumes, and I think that he is going to definitely see some playing time for this season. He was, as I said, he was one of the 5 prospects that we acquired in that trade, and really when he was just down in Bradenton, playing with the Marauders, he had a really respectable season, batting .294, 15 homers, 73 RBIs, so really good power year for him. His power was starting to develop more, and he was knocking in runs. He won the Southeast League MVP that season, so that promoted him to move up in the minors, and he played for Greensboro, where he improved once again. He batted .302, 16 homers, 55 knocked in, and really good on-base percentage. He really increased with that, and that awarded him the 2022 Southern League All-Star MVP, and that promoted him to move into Altoona to play with the Curve for 2022, where he did even better. Batted .356, 8 homers, 32 knocked in, and that promoted him to go to the AA, where he spent 2022 with Indianapolis, and once again improved. Batted .455, only 1 homer and 8 RBIs. But when you look at his on-base percentage, when you look at his batting average, you look at the fact that he was able to cut down on the strikeouts, you'll take a look at the fact that his speed and his power with throwing the ball has really improved ever since he got up to AA. I think that he is making nothing but strides going forward. And that won him the Honus Wagner Player of the Year, which is awarded from the Pirates to the best prospect who has shown the most improvement as they are in the minors. So the sky's the sky's the limit for this guy. I really am excited about this guy. The only question that I have with him, with his on-base percentage and with his power increasing, and with this guy just being an overall just phenomenal baseball player, when are we going to see him in 2023? Ben Cherington and Derek Shelton, who I do not like and who I do not agree with this at all, have said he's not going to make opening day roster. So my question is, are we going to see him at all in 2023? If the Pirates are serious about this rebuild, which we know that they're not serious about this rebuild, we already know that. But if they are serious about this rebuild, you got to bring this kid up some point in 2023. No later than July. No later than that. Earliest, I would say, by May. The point is, this kid's debut has to come in 2023. We have to platoon him at catcher, and we have to give him some playing time. You know, losing Mike, like I said, you know, a couple weeks ago when I made a video about the Pirates, losing a guy like Michael Chavis, we wouldn't be in this predicament if you just held on to him a little bit more. And you bring up Endy Rodriguez to just platoon catcher a little bit more, or even make him your starting catcher if he impresses and he does what O'Neal Cruz pretty much did when he was given his chance to be called up. So those are my thoughts. I anticipate him to be in Indianapolis for much of the season, but as far as him being called up goes, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But I anticipate this guy to be called up at some point in 2023. Let's get at it. Take this rebuild seriously. For real. Let me know what you think down below. This is Steel Sermon checking on out for the day. May God be with you all.